It's commonly known that conjunctions who and which can be often substituted by that. For example, the man who invented the light bulb became rich and famous. The man that invented the light bulb became rich and famous. Or the new stadium which was built in Madrid is really cool. The new stadium that was built in Madrid is really cool. But can you always substitute who and which with that? Let's look at this sentence. My mom, who always wears red shoes, will look weird at the party. You can't say my mom that always wears red shoes will look weird at that party. This is a non-defining clause, so if we omit this entire clause, we can still understand the initial aim of the sentence. It makes sense. My mom will look weird at that party, and the relative clause gives us just some more information. Why will she look weird at that party? Because she always wears red shoes. Whereas the sentence "the company which is developing this software is really rich" conveys no sense if we omit the relative clause. The company is really rich. It just doesn't have the proper information for us to understand the aim of the sentence. So we don't change who or which with that in non-defining relative clauses. Also, we use commas to separate these clauses from the main sentence. But when we speak, this rule is rather flexible, because it's for you to decide whether you think the relative clause is defining or non-defining. The second rule, we don't substitute who or which by that if the conjunction comes right after the preposition. For example, this is the ball with which I scored in the last match. You can say this is the ball with that I scored in the last match. You can though change the sentence and make a so-called stranded preposition, moving it to the end. In this case, you may use that. This is the ball which I scored in the last match with. You can say this is the ball that I scored in the last match with.